Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English podcast with Mandy and Mark. I'm Mandy, and I'm excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Mark. We're here to help you learn English in a fun and engaging way. Today, we're going to talk all about the weekend, a topic everyone loves.
We'll be discussing common weekend activities, sharing some of our own plans, and teaching you useful vocabulary so you can talk about your weekends with confidence. Be sure to stay tuned until the end for some interactive exercises where you can practice what you've learned.
So grab your notebooks, get ready to practice, and let's dive into today's topic, talking about the weekend.
Weekends are the best, aren't they? They're a time to relax, recharge, and do things we enjoy after a busy week.
I totally agree. I always look forward to the weekend. It's my chance to sleep in a little, spend time with family and friends, and pursue some of my hobbies.
Me too. Sleeping in is definitely a priority for me. How about you? What's your typical weekend like?
Well, on Saturdays, I usually like to start my day with a good breakfast and a cup of coffee. Then, I might go for a run in the park or hit the gym. In the afternoon, I often meet up with friends, or sometimes we have family over for dinner.
That sounds really nice. I'm more of a homebody on weekends. I love having a lazy morning, reading a book, and just relaxing at home. Maybe baking something delicious too.
Baking? That's impressive. I'm not much of a baker myself, but I do enjoy going out for a nice meal on the weekend. There's a great Italian restaurant downtown that I like to go to.
Oh, I love Italian food. Maybe we should try it together sometime. Speaking of trying new things, do you ever use your weekends to explore new places?
Sometimes. Last month, I went on a day trip to a nearby town. They had a fantastic farmer's market with local produce and crafts. I picked up some delicious honey.
That's lovely. It's always fun to discover hidden gems like that. I haven't been on a day trip in a while, but I'm thinking of visiting a botanical garden soon.
Botanical gardens are so peaceful. Make sure to take lots of pictures. Now, I'm curious, what does your ideal weekend look like? Money is no object.
Ooh, that's a fun one. If money were no object, I'd probably spend a weekend at a luxurious spa, getting pampered with massages and facials.
Now that's what I call a relaxing weekend. Mine would involve a bit more adventure. I'd love to go on a scenic hike in the mountains, maybe even try rock climbing.
Wow, that sounds exhilarating. We have quite different weekend styles, but I guess that's what makes it fun to share.
Exactly. Weekends are all about enjoying our free time and doing things that make us happy, whether it's relaxing at home or going on an adventure.
Well said. Speaking of, I should probably start planning what I'll be making for dinner tonight. It's supposed to be a chilly evening, so maybe a hearty soup?
Sounds delicious. I might just have to invite myself over if you're offering.
Haha, you're always welcome, Mark. But first, we have some vocabulary to cover and exercises for our listeners.
That's right. We want to make sure everyone has the tools they need to talk about their own weekends with confidence. So, let's dive into some useful words and phrases.
Absolutely. Get your notebooks ready, everyone. All right, let's break down some of the vocabulary we used. Remember, taking notes can help you remember these new words and phrases. Mark, why don't you start us off?
Sure thing. The first word is sleep in. It means to sleep later than usual in the morning, especially on weekends or holidays. For example, I love to sleep in on Saturdays.
Our next word is hobbies, which refers to activities that people do for pleasure in their free time. It could be anything from painting to playing sports. For example, photography is one of my favorite hobbies.
We also talked about hitting the gym, which simply means to go to the gym for a workout. For instance, I usually hit the gym 3 times a week.
Next up is homebody, which describes a person who prefers to stay at home and relax rather than go out. For example, I'm a bit of a homebody, especially during the winter.
We also use the phrase day trip, which means a short journey or excursion that you take during the day and return from in the evening. For example, we took a day trip to the beach last weekend.
Another useful word is farmers market, which is an open-air market where farmers sell their produce directly to the public. For example, I love buying fresh fruits and vegetables at the farmers market.
We also mentioned botanical garden, which is a garden dedicated to the collection, cultivation, and display of a wide variety of plants. For example, the city's botanical garden is a beautiful place to spend an afternoon.
Pampered is a great word that means to treat someone with excessive care and attention, making them feel special and indulged. For example, I felt so pampered after my spa day.
And finally, exhilarating describes something that is thrilling, exciting, and invigorating. For instance, the roller coaster ride was an exhilarating experience.
Now, let's put your listening skills to the test with some questions about our conversation. Don't forget to share your answers in the comments below. We love reading your responses and seeing how much you've learned.
All right, question number 1. What does Mark like to do on Saturday mornings?
Good one. And how about this? What is Mandy's idea of a perfect, luxurious weekend?
Nice. Here's a question for you. What kind of place did Mark visit on his recent day trip?
And for our final question, what is one of your favorite things to do on the weekend? Tell us all about it in the comments.
Well, that was a fun chat about weekends. We hope you learned some new vocabulary and feel more confident talking about your own weekend plans in English.
Remember, the key to improving your English is to practice regularly. So, use what you learned today and start talking about your weekends with friends, classmates, or even to yourself. That's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more English learning content, and leave us a comment telling us about your weekend plans. We love hearing from you. See you in the next episode.